Hello and welcome to my Dogecoin mining tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to mine Dogecoins quickly and easily with your Windows PC with an AMD video card. So first things first, you're going to need a wallet. And the Dogecoin Wallet is just a piece of software that keeps your Dogecoins on your computer and lets you send and receive them. So you want to go to dogecoin.com. I have the link in my video description, and just click on Windows and it'll download the latest version. I already have it downloaded and on my desktop just for this video. So once you've done that, you want to extract it into a folder. So let's find that. Extract that into a folder. And inside you'll see Dogecoin qt.exe. I'm going to open that. And it might take a minute or so. Okay, so now that your wallet is open, it will say out of sync next to wallet. And that just means that it has not synchronized with the Dogecoin network yet. Mine's already been synchronized, and I'm just going to black out some of these parts just for privacy reasons. But on the bottom, right here, you will see a progress bar, just a regular progress bar, and after an hour or so the progress bar should complete, and that should mean that it is in sync with the Dogecoin network. Once it is synchronized, your client will be able to receive and send Dogecoins. Okay, so you can open this and leave it to sync while you're mining. So you can just minimize that for now. So to start mining, we're going to use the software CGMINER, and again I have the link in the download in the video description. So once you go to that link, you want to go to CGMINER 3.7.2 Windows Zip. Click on that and it'll download. Again, I already have it downloaded just for this video. One more time, you want to extract that into a folder. Then once you open up this folder, you will see a bunch of files, and these files aren't useful to you. The only thing you need here is you're going to need to create a .bat file, which will allow you to start mining. But before we do that, you will need to join a pool. And a pool is basically just a group of miners that mine together in order to find coins faster. So a good website to find some good pools is dogepool.com, and I will have a link in my video description. And really you can pick any of these pools, it doesn't matter. There's really no big difference between them. So just for this video I'm going to go with Team Doge, but you know, it's up to you which one you choose. So then you want to create an account, and you're going to need a username, password, your email, and a PIN. And a PIN is a 4-digit number, and you want to make sure that you remember this or write it down somewhere, because you're going to need this to get your Dogecoins from the pool into your wallet. So this is a very important number. Once you've registered, it's going to ask you to log in. So I've already created an account. Okay, once you've logged in, you're going to see a bunch of information on your dashboard. This should be 0. I'm not sure why it's showing me a number. That's strange. Okay, so once you're on your dashboard, you're going to want to do two things. First, you want to go to your Workers tab, and here you want to create a worker. As you can see, I already made a test worker, but really it can be any name you want. Here I did test and test. So let's just add test2, test2. So I just add another worker. Really you just want a worker for every separate computer or video card that you're using on a pool. You don't have to, but it lets you see which computers or video cards are performing the best, and if there's something wrong with one of them, you'll know which exactly video card or computer that is malfunctioning. So once you've done that, we're going to want to go back to our CGMINER folder. So here you're going to want to right click, go to new text document, and let's call this start, or I guess I already have that, huh? Begin mining. It doesn't matter what you call it. Then let's open it with your text editor, and you're going to want to copy this into this file. Okay, so you're going to need to replace a couple things here. In the username.workername, you're going to want to replace it with the username of your pool and the worker name in your pool that we just made. So for me, it would be how to mine doge.test2, and for the password, you're going to need to put in the password that you just made for the worker. So again, here it's going to be test2. For the second part, you're going to want to go back to your pool, click on Getting Started, and copy this part right here. It'll be under the command liner instructions, and this is a URL that your miner will navigate to start mining. And again, you want to just replace this part right here and paste that in. Okay, so then you want to save this file and close it. Now, so here right now it is a text file, but we want this to be a .bat file, B-A-T. So simply just rename it to a .bat. Click yes, and now you have your bat file. Now to start mining, simply double click on this bat file, and there we go, it's beginning to mine. Currently I'm using a Radeon 7850 video card, and it should get around 330 kilohashes per second. So it's going to slowly make it up there, and then okay, yeah, there we go, and now it's at 300 kilohashes. If you're not sure how much your video card should be making, how many hashes it should be generating, simply Google Litecoin mining hardware. There we go. In the Litecoin wiki, just simply Google mining hardware comparison for Litecoin, and here is a list of different GPUs and how many kilohashes it should be getting. So if I search this page for 7850, you can see that people get between 340 and 411. Wow. So they get around 350 kilohashes per second, and I'm getting about 310. So that's good. I mean, you can optimize it further, and you can simply use the settings that they have right here. As you can see right now, I'm running on a lower intensity, so this way I can use the computer while I'm mining. Okay, and then the final part is once you start mining, just go back to your pool, click on Edit Account, and you're going to want to open up your wallet and click into the Much Received tab. You're going to want to create a new address, call that the name of your pool or whatever. Then just right click on it, copy the address, go back into your pool and input that address into your payment address. Then you can set a automatic payment threshold. 1,000 Doge is the smallest limit. There we go. And then you just want to put in your PIN. And there we go. Now it's updated the account details, and if we go back into our dashboard, we can see that eventually it will update with a new hash rate. Now, quick note before we leave is that the hash rate that you see in CGMINER is always going to be much more precise than the hash rate that you see in the pool, because the pool calculates it using the shares over time, and because this value can fluctuate, so does the hash rate, when in reality your hash rate remains the same. So as long as you're sure that your worker is working correctly, then you don't have to worry about the hash rate that it shows inside your pool, as long as it's, you know, within 20% accuracy. Alright, so it's going to be a bit slow to update, but eventually it'll update to the fairly precise kilohashes per second. and you'll get paid out in next time you hit your minimum payout. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to mine Dogecoin. If you liked it, feel free to donate Dogecoin to my address in the video description. And as always, don't forget to share this video, because the more people use Dogecoin, the higher the value will go. Alright, thanks, and happy mining!